This is the Relevant Podcast.
It's Friday, March 19th, 2021, and it's the Relevant Podcast. Here in Orlando, I'm your host, Cameron Strang, and joining me from Loverland, Virginia, it's Jesse Carey.
Hello, hello.
From Austin, Texas, author, speaker, podcaster, Jamie Ivey.
Hey, guys.
Well, wait, you're not in Austin.
I
You're
am in Austin
hotel right now.
But I'm in an Austin hotel. We did a staycation for spring break, guys.
Got it. And from Nashville, Tennessee, artist, producer, mogul, and new Grammy Award winner, Derek Minor.
Derek, how many are on the mantle right now?
We sitting at 2, so I'm blessed. I'm blessed for sure.
Do you keep them on the mantle?
Yeah, I keep them in the studio, man. It's good. It's good motivation, and not necessarily for myself, but you know, especially where I came from, man. Like, not a lot of people make these kind of achievements. So when people come over, it's really good to just they see from everybody else. I'm Derek Minor, but to the fam, I'm Lil DJ. So they like, man, Lil DJ got Grammys, man. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, if I were you, I would not only have them on the mantle, I would have, like old school driveways where they have with like 2 big lions on each side, because you're sending a message. Like the evil mysterious.
You're talking like mansions, like the Russell Simmons, New Jersey mansions.
Where they got like lions right up there. So when you pull in, I'm going to Lion's Den, baby. Like I got, the alpha king of the pack, his house. Derek, I would do the same thing with 2 Grammys right at the end of your driveway. Just replicas down there.
I need to work on it. I think that's what I need to do. That might be a good idea.
It's
like the red carpet for the Oscars. They've got like those 10-foot statues of the Oscar award. Just do that for the Grammys.
You know what? I have a theory that people who put up those mailboxes that are shaped like a giant golf ball or like a fishing lure, or you guys know what I'm talking about. Big gaudy novelty mailboxes.
That might be a Virginia thing, man.
You've never seen a novelty mailbox
as if
that looks like a big birdhouse or something.
All our mailboxes look like mailboxes.
Yeah.
Now you can't do that in my neighborhood. They're gonna. We have an HOA, which I don't dislike. I dislike HOAs.
Yeah.
So
until someone wants to put up a mailbox that looks like
a golf ball.
Yeah.
And
my point was this. 1, obviously the Commonwealth of Virginia is pretty loose with their postal laws. 2 is I think that people who put up those novelty mailboxes think, man, what a flex, man. My mailbox looks like a giant fishing lure. Like all the neighbors are going to know, man, he's arrived, dude. He replaced his mailbox with a bowling pin. Like this guy got, that's what I think those people are doing.
Live in a theme park? Is your neighborhood like this?
I've just seen them around.
It's like Candyland.
I know where, right off the top of my head, I know where a giant golf ball mailbox is. And I'm pretty sure if you were like, hey, dude, I need you to find me a big fish because we live right near the beach. Oh, a mermaid? I got mermaid mailboxes all over the place. Looks like a mermaid. Put it right,
Never seen
going
it.
on?
Never seen it. Although, Derek, I will say, I had dinner with my family last night and I told them about your Grammy and we all toasted you and we were proud of you. So congrats.
Thank you. That means a lot. It means a lot. It was it's surreal, especially because the first time I was like, well, the first one I got was for producing on Lecrae's album, and I'm like, well, of course, you know what I mean. But this one was kind of out of the blue. Like my friend Shannon Sanders asked me to perform at the Fisk 150th celebration of that's one of the most historic HBCUs, period. So. Yeah. I was like, it was at the Ryman. It was such a big deal. Ryman, people don't know, this is like one of the most historic venues in Nashville. So I'm like, yes, I'm definitely going to do that. And then they're like, okay, well, we're going to record it and turn it into an album. And then, okay, we put the album out and now it's nominated for a Grammy. I'm like, all right, well, that's dope. Then you win. You like, oh, wow, okay. So it's definitely a pleasant surprise for sure.
That's awesome, man.
Well, dude, it is huge, man. I mean, not 1, 2 Grammys already. Like that's pretty, it's not too bad. Like I feel like, you should call up, you should have somebody call up your old high school and be like, hey man, update the alumni newsletter here. We got a 2-time Grammy award.
2-time.
Among the alumnus,
Also, Jesse, I just want to thank you before we move the show along. I want to thank you because my allergies are under control. Because my air fryer is.
I really hope you've treated yourself to air fryer for your birthday. Which, by the way, I discovered on Cameron's birthday last week that he shares a birthday with not only Eva Longoria but Michael Scott.
Michael Scott from The Office.
That's great.
Yeah.
The fictional character of Michael Scott has on the show. I remember this episode. He's doing his little talking to the camera thing in his office, and he says, fun fact, I share a birthday with Eva Longoria. This is when the Housewives show is will be on ABC. Yeah. And then he goes, which will be a great icebreaker if I ever meet Terry Hatcher.
Oh, that's why you wrote it out like that. I get it now.
So Michael Scott said that. And then so somebody screenshotted Eva Longoria's actual birthday is March 15th. So Michael Scott's birthday is March 15th. That's my birthday too. So there you go.
Lit. Hey, side note, Jesse, I just want to say I didn't really cure my allergies, but my wife bought a Chick-fil-A sandwich and left it in the refrigerator. And I was really, really hungry last night. And I threw that thing in the air fryer. And it brought it right back to life. So, man, I don't know if that's because of you that I did that, but I was like, man, I'm going to refry this chicken real quick.
There's something. Look, I mean, air frying, the two words are like an oxymoron to me. Like, you can't fry something with air. Like, that doesn't work.
Well, you got to put a little oil in there, though. You got to put a little oil in there.
I do my chicken straight up, just air vortex, man. I don't know how it works, guys. It's shooting heat everywhere.
I need an air fryer.
All I know is I did the math. It's under $2 to do it my way, which is the air fried. I'm going to get off my high horse here, but Derek, you sound great. You sound like you're got a clear head. Cameron's turned a corner. All I'm saying is I think we're on to something. I'm going to become. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy a nice blue shirt. Smart khakis, and I'm going to film an infomercial for my own line of air fryers.
Can I be the black and white? Can I be the black and white cutaway of struggling to eat a Chick-fil-A sandwich?
Welcome to myfryer.com. Please ignore any troubling political ideas I might have because I want to sell you my air fryer from myairfryer.com. I'm the My Air Fryer guy.
Allergies the delicious way.
Can I be your celebrity endorser?
I'm the My Air Fryer guy. I would like to bring in two-time Grammy Award winner Derek Minor.
Hey, so I just want to say when I bought this air fryer that I really was very skeptical, but thanks to Jesse Carey and his air fryer allergy medicine, I think I'm doing very, very well. So thank you. Now kiss my Grammy and then eat a sandwich and call it a day.
No, I got a novelty mailbox shaped like a Grammy to go pick up. So it's being delivered today.
Well, we have a great show in store for you today. Speaking of Oscar and Grammy nominations, we have an Oscar-nominated actor on the show. She's a star of the new NatGeo miniseries, the show Genius, which is following the life of Aretha Franklin. It's starring Cynthia Erivo. Cynthia's on the show today. She plays Aretha Franklin in the miniseries coming up. And Cynthia... really, a lot of people know her because last year, when the hashtag Oscars So White was going around, she was the only black actress nominated last year in a sea of white nominations. So she's on the show today. Good timing. Oscar season. Yeah. We also have Slices. We have Relevant Recommends, and up at the end of the show. Got to tell you, Tyler wasn't too happy listening to last week's podcast when y'all, by the end of that game that he wrote, y'all were dogging him so bad when it was at 0-0 after like 8 questions.
He could have freaking Ken Jennings playing that game, and Ken Jennings would have been pissed. Like, what do you just randomly open pages of some obscure volume of an encyclopedia and just be like, everyone should know this?
So Tyler wants a rematch, and he wants a redemption version of last week's game. Now, we're not doing a game every week, but he wants to basically redo last week's game. But he's going to host it. Like, it's the whole shebang. He's removing all variables. Was it my delivery? Was it his content? I don't know. But Ben Stroup, listener Ben Stroup, is joining us again. We're redoing it.
And listen, it's going to be Ben, all of us against IBM's Watson AI. and honestly, I don't feel like any of us have a shot, even Watson. Like, that's how hard Tyler's making it.
I think it might be a little more intermediate level this week. So, all right, that's all coming up. Stay tuned. Up next, it's Relevant News.
How does it feel now that I'm gone?
You're listening to London Grammar. The song is How Does It Feel? Well, today's show is brought to you by Apartment Life. You've got to check out what our friends at Apartment Life are doing. I love them. They believe every individual is created for community, so they're building that community among apartment neighbors. They're looking for folks who love Jesus, get excited about hospitality, and really take the opportunity to be with people when life gets tough. And get this, Apartment Life will equip you, walk alongside you, and provide you with either a reduced rent apartment or a part-time salary. Visit apartmentlife.org/relevant to join them today. You don't want to miss this life-changing opportunity to really show the love of Christ to neighbors, especially these days. Again, that's apartmentlife.org/relevant. Very cool. Before we introduce Tyler, I want to just mention that Derek stepped away for this one segment, but he'll be back right after. So if you're listening because you're a big Derek Minor fan, and who isn't, just want to give you a heads up that for the next couple minutes, he's not on the show. He's not just sitting there quietly. Okay, it's time for
Relevant News.
Please welcome to the show, Relevant Senior Editor Tyler Huckabee, who's going to tell us what's happening at the intersection of faith and culture this week. Hey, Tyler.
Hey, everybody.
What's going on?
So you're hearing this on Friday, but we did want to take a little bit of time to cover a big happening, the Super Bowl of culture coverage, which was the Oscar nominations, which happened last weekend. If you care about this, you probably have already seen a lot of the Oscar nominations, but it's really interesting digging into this year. There's a little more going on than usual. So I wanted to highlight a few sort of interesting and kind of record-breaking moments that are hitting particularly hard this week.
Now, first Tyler, let me ask real quick.
Yes.
In the previous few years, Oscars have been called out for being just in a bunch of old white boys club.
Yeah.
And I thought at that point, we kind of culturally said, this is irrelevant. Who cares about the Oscars? We're moving on. New era.
Right. Right.
So are you saying that the Oscars are addressing those concerns this year?
Well, they at least tried. This is the most diverse, racially diverse group of nominees that the Oscars have ever had for us. You have in the acting categories a majority of non-white people who were nominated this year for the acting awards. So your opinion about whether or not the Oscars are still like relevant to the film industry, that this may or may not change that. But I think the Oscars still do provide like a lot of these little movies that aren't superhero movies, that aren't Fast and Furious franchise. They rely on movie stuff like the Oscars to give them a little bit of a boost and put them in the public eye. A lot of times they have smaller budgets and they tell more adult stories, and the Oscars are kind of good at giving them a little bit of a platform.
Tyler, I'm sorry, you got it mixed up. The adult film awards are a totally different thing.
We're not covering those.
Okay.
That's Relevant After Dark.
Well, the Oscars have really evolved. Wow.
They're trying to find their new niche.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of more adult films this year.
Yeah, so, like, I think their increased diversity is obviously a really encouraging thing. I do think, they still, one of the big problems with, I feel like, the Oscars too, as well as the Grammys, is sort of like, the other, just to make the show more relevant to the modern day kind of movie industry, it's just maybe like updating some of the categories. Like, I'm not saying they have to go totally like MTV on it and have best action scene or best kiss or whatever. Yeah. But look, I mean, people can't even decide what a movie is anymore. You know what I mean? Like, well, is like I watched a 3-part docuseries the other night, and each one was 45 minutes. So was that a film in 3 parts? Is the Snyder Cut a film, or is it a miniseries? Is a lot of these things, like what is the distinction anymore? Because I watch some things it's not really a TV show. It's kind of a miniseries, but a miniseries is kind of a movie.
The distinction used to be theatrical release. I mean,
exactly.
That was the requirement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, Tyler, I know the whole Netflix Scorsese thing last year, 2 years ago, brought that into debate. Is streaming a streaming film now officially considered a film?
You still have to have a theatrical release of some kind. So
it could be one screen, one time premiere.
Netflix will cheat on this all day long. They'll throw a movie in they'll for a week into LA, New York, just to hit the coasts and call that a theatrical release. And that's enough to get them over the finish. That'll do it.
And that's why it's so arbitrary, because look, I mean, the pandemic and people not going to the movies like they used to only expedited a trend that was already happening. Most people are consuming movies at home. But the main thing that I think that still baffles me with the Oscars is like, the gender distinctions for performances. You know, like what I just have never really understood. Like if I was a legal society and I was giving out the annual lawyer award, I wouldn't be like the best female litigator. It'd be like, what does it matter if the performance was a male or female? We don't award best male director, best female director.
The argument that I've heard for that distinction is if you didn't have it in categories, then they would all be men.
So is that the problem, or is that the symptom of a problem? Because
we wouldn't do best black actor, you know, just to get more diversity guaranteed, you know, that.
Because Cameron, because Tyler, to that point, it actually would indicate an issue, which is you know, something that people should probably be more aware of. And if the award highlighted this issue, I think it would be a positive thing. And that's like the gender pay gap in the movie industry is very widely known. And
Jamie, why are you so silent about this?
Not a lot of opinions on the Academy of Motion Arts Picture Sciences.
Yeah, I'm not really into the Academy of Motion Picture, but I would say this when you're talking about that, Jesse, it makes me think that probably this is a total guess. I wonder if years ago, like you said, Tyler, they brought this category in to be like, okay, we're going to also, you know, nominate and give women the awards that they deserve. But now we're seeing that it's not so fair anymore. But it maybe started from a place of them trying to be like, okay,
trying to get
to trying to elevate women. But
Yeah.
I agree that it's like we would never give out the, you know, the city of Austin, the best woman lawyer and male lawyer, step up to the plate. No,
because I think if it was like best leading, you know, you could say less best lead performance, like a year like this, it's probably Frances McDormand. I think, you know what I mean? Like I think the tide is turning where, you know, at least hopefully there will be, you know, I think if they kind of loosen some of those gender distinctions on performances, it would, you know, hopefully be an encouragement to recognize more of the incredible female performances that anchor, you know, especially this year, a lot of the films.
Jesse, I saw another thing, like even the labels of lead, you said leading actor and supporting actor is confusing because Judas and the Black Messiah, Lakeith and Daniel Kaluuya, who's on this podcast, Lakeith, who's in the magazine, both of them were nominated for Best Supporting Actor, which by definition means that film had no leading actor. And so, like, what's the point?
Who picks that? Who picks who the lead? I guess
the studio. The studio chooses who they want to submit and how they want in what category. And usually there's a little bit of jockeying to try to figure out what's going to give us the best. Yeah, what's going to give us the best shot. That was a baffling one though, because I could see the argument for maybe one of them in that movie, like Kaluuya being the lead and Lakeith being the supporting, or vice versa. It both works, but both supporting is a little bit, because now they're competing against each other for the award, and they'll very likely, I think, split the vote and it'll go to somebody else. So that is all. I do think I see the argument for the ongoing. I think it's a bad situation, but until there's disparity in Hollywood in terms of payment, in terms of the voting body, in terms of the roles that are offered to men and women, I think that maybe the current breakdown of gendered awards might be the best of a really bad situation, a corrupt situation, honestly. But I don't know. I'd be willing. I could hear arguments either way on that one. I would not say I'm decided on whether or not it's a good thing.
So Tyler, most diverse nominations.
Yeah,
what else?
Yeah.
What else is
newsworthy? Some
newsworthy?
details. Okay, so one very big one that a lot of people were talking about, and this is very cool. For the first time ever, more than one woman was nominated for Best Director in the Best Director category. You have Chloe Zhao for Nomadland and Emerald Fennell for Promising Young Woman. Also, Zhao. This is the first time that a non-white woman has ever been nominated for Best Director. Nomadland I haven't seen all the nominees yet, but so far Nomadland is my favorite movie of last year, so I am so far pulling for that one. And we caught a clip. This is a conversation that Zhao had with Variety, actually, that I thought was kind of cool. Clark, can you roll that? This is her talking.
Sometimes a first feels like a long time coming, isn't it? You feel like it's about time. And I'm sure I don't know. I'm sure there's many other before me that deserve the same recognition. I just love what I do. You know, I just really love it. And if this means more people like me get to live their dreams and get to do what I do, I'm happy.
I love that.
Nomadland is on Hulu. If you want to catch that one, I'd recommend it. It's you can get it for free on Hulu if you've got that one. And that was a really, really special movie.
But Hulu's not free.
Well, Hulu's not free, but it's not one of those premium, like sometimes they do you're paying for the subscription, but now you have to pay $10 to watch the movie. No, that's not normal.
Hulu's the only one where I've stood my ground and I won't pay for Hulu. I just,
You don't have Hulu?
I have enough. I have all the others. I don't know.
Well, if you want to watch all the Best Picture nominees, including, I think it's the favorite to win right now too. But we'll see what happens.
I've only seen one of the movies that has been nominated for
Which one?
Best Picture.
Did you see Judas?
Judas,
right?
Yeah. We started to watch The Trial of Chicago 7, but I fell asleep. Not because it was bad, just because I was tired. But I've only seen one. Yeah.
I wouldn't blame you for falling asleep.
Wait, did
Trial
you
of Chicago
see the
7.
entire Judas and the Black Messiah? Because every movie you've mentioned for the last 3 months, you talked about seeing half of it.
Even Die Hard. Even Die Hard. Which is, Die Hard is one long action scene.
I watched the entire movie, you guys, with my family. I saw the whole thing.
Holy moly. I can't believe it. It's got to win then. It kept Jamie Ivey engaged.
Yeah, that's the barometer.
That's it. When my wife and I were dating back in the day, we went to Bourne Identity, and she fell asleep in Bourne Identity, which is an over-the-shoulder chase scene. Like the first one is like the minute Matt Damon falls off that boat at the beginning. Spoiler alert! They're chasing him around. He's trying to figure out who it is. I told her after, I'm actually impressed you fell asleep in that. Like that's got to be a top 5 difficult movie to fall asleep in.
Few other quick highlights here. We'll give you for Best Actor. You have Riz Ahmed, Sound of Metal, Stephen Yeun in Minari, Anthony Hopkins in The Father, and Gary Oldman in Mank. Yeun is the first Asian American to be nominated for Best Actor. Ahmed is the first person of Pakistani descent to be nominated for any acting category. And then they also, of course, Chadwick Boseman in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, who will be competing posthumously. You have Viola Davis for Ma Rainey's, Audra Day in The United States versus Billie Holiday, Vanessa Kirby in Pieces of a Woman, Frances McDormand in Nomadland, and Carey Mulligan for Promising Young Woman, competing for Best Lead Actress. And we don't have time to do all the awards, and we won't, but do want to note that Yoo Jung-yeon, who is also in Minari, is competing for Best Female Actress in a Supporting Role. She is the first Korean actor to be nominated in any acting category. All great movies. We covered a lot of those movies on the site. We got an interview with Lee Isaac Chung from Minari that I thought was I really appreciated his vulnerability about that movie. You can check that out. That was on the podcast as well. And looking forward to seeing what pulls ahead. We'll keep covering those as they get closer to Oscar season.
Very cool. All right. For that and a lot more, check out what we're publishing every day at relevantmagazine.com. Follow us on all the socials. Thanks a lot, Tyler. Stay tuned. Up next, it's Slices. You're listening to Rit Momney. The song is Put Your Records On. Great band name. I like ironically
I love
named indie bands.
I like novelty indie rock bands, but I don't like when they change it. There used to be a band called Dale Earnhardt Jr., which it could have been Dale Earnhardt the third, I guess, technically. Right. But they changed it to Junior Jr. I'm like, well, guess what?
Fantastic band, though.
Yeah, fantastic band, but they're dead to me.
They were too good.
They're dead to me.
They were too good and big for a novelty name. So when they broke out, they had to change it to Junior Jr. But anyway. Yeah.
Never. It's like there was a local band in Orlando back in the day called Band Marino. Remember Band Marino?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
It was like great novelty band name. Now, don't abandon it and get all serious on me. You know?
Band Marino played at a relevant 5-year anniversary party with Pigeon John. And I'm trying to think, a couple other bands came down. We had like 4 or 5 bands, and Band Marino was the opener for it. Yeah. But yeah, there you go.
Long live novelty.
Right. It's time for
Slices.
What do you have, Jesse?
All right. I almost brought this one as What's Jesse Thinking the other day, but I think we ran out of time or something, but I really wanted to talk about it because it is a news item. But here's what I'm thinking about this news item. I'm just going to frame it that way is I'm over all the high concept stuff. Okay. Did you guys, and I got a news item I wanted to talk. No, like WandaVision and all this stuff. You know, dude, I don't have time. I got too much on my mind, okay? We're coming out of a pandemic here. We got to think about vaccinations. We got to think about everything happening in the world right now.
You want Blown Away on Netflix. You just want simple...
I want Seinfeld
you have to think too much or what? I haven't seen WandaVision. I don't know.
Yeah, WandaVision, it's a puzzle. It's a puzzle box, right? It's like Tenet too. Like maybe Tenet was probably the most like notable. I'm not saying it's the most, the one that is worthy of the most artistic recognition, but Tenet was probably the most notable movie release. It's a puzzle box. It's super high concept. Everything's confusing, and it's like, where is the last refuge of just like a simple concept that works not by virtue of being high concept, but just works by virtue of like great writing, acting, like think about like The Office or Friends. Like the pitch for The Office was, it's a mockumentary set in a boring workplace. Or Friends, it's hip young people trying to make it in New York. Simple concept. I want to read to this problem has gotten so out of control in the post MCU world that I want to read to you, because that's what started all of this. Everyone feels like they need all these hooks into everything so you can spin stuff off and keep it like 5 layers of subtext and be really meta. This is how bad it's gotten. I was super pumped about the new Space Jam movie coming out. I loved Space Jam as a kid. I love the modern NBA. I just think the modern NBA is really fun. I think most of the players are really fun, have great personalities. They have really great senses of why people like basketball and NBA culture. Then I read the Space Jam plot, and it almost triggered a migraine because it was so profoundly confusing. What? Can I read
Space
to you?
Jam?
Can I read to you guys this is the plot of the upcoming Space Jam movie. This is verbatim from the Warner Brothers. Just try to keep up, okay? Because you would have thought Jonathan Nolan wrote this as like a subplot of Inception. Okay, playing a heightened version of himself, LeBron James struggles to relate to his son Dom, who's much more interested in creating games than playing them. When Dom's tech skills draw the attention of a CGI humanoid named AIG Rhythm, the father and son duo gets sucked into Warner 3000.
AIG Rhythm sounds like a 90s Christian urban group.
I'm telling you, what is happening right now?
AIG Rhythm.
So when Dom's tech skills draw the attention of the CGI humanoid AGI Rhythm, the father and son duo get sucked into Warner 3000 Entertainment serververse with the AI kidnapping Dom in the hopes of stealing some of the king's followers. He has about 80 million on Instagram in this universe. Even though they don't, not everyone in the series considers the AI the bad guy. He just kidnapped a kid to steal his father's Instagram followers. What kind of insane movie is this? It's like they just took a Mad Lib and just started filling it out. And this is going to be a major blockbuster here. The plot of the movie is a kidnapping. LeBron James is kidnapped by an AI being with the motive of stealing his dad's Instagram followers.
But Jesse, hold on now. We got to stop acting like the first Space Jam wasn't low key very dark. Like they was gonna make Michael Jordan a slave for entertainment, bro. Stole the power of all of the best basketball players at the time. I mean, this is the Space Jam arc. Like, it's not, only reason it's not dark is because it's cartoons and they stretch and you can like they explode and stuff. But
dude, I'm glad you said
dark,
that,
bro.
Because real talk, at the beginning of the pandemic, like Netflix released Space Jam. Space Jam came on Netflix, and I was like, oh, this would be fun to watch, kind of revisit. There's a scene in there, because the first one's really jacked up too, to your point, Derek. Aliens come down and steal like the energy of NBA players. There's literally a scene in the first Space Jam that is pretty much a mirror reflection of what happened that kind of infamous night when NBA players ran off the court during the pandemic. There is a scene in the first Space Jam where they're playing basketball. One guy falls ill on the court, and everyone starts panicking, and everyone runs off because of a pandemic. That was aliens. Hey, LeBron,
it's pretty dark, bro.
Look, you might end up being the GOAT, and you're probably going to own like one of the greatest media companies ever. But dude, let's just take it down a notch, man. Let's just go simple on some of these plots. Like, if you just said, hey, here's the pitch. There's a basketball game with aliens, and LeBron James teams with Bill Murray. Done. I'm in. That's all I need.
Or his son is computer programming a game, and Jumanji style somehow falls into into the game, and LeBron has to go and rescue him or something.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be.
We don't need
I
influencer
also think
culture.
that's my thing. Is like he's sitting there going, my 80 million, my clout is so valuable that my son is going to get kidnapped. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of him flexing.
I feel like this might be one of that Shaq Genie movie that we don't remember. Like, I think this might be one of them.
Shazam?
Yeah, Shazam. Yeah, because and I honestly feel like this might hurt his basketball legacy. Like,
no.
It's like,
you ruined Space Jam.
Bro, you already on the fence, man. Like, you ruined Space Jam for everybody, bro. Like,
you know what? You're right. Because people will go, Michael Jordan Space Jam is all time. Your Space Jam is B level. Therefore, as a player, you don't match up.
I'm telling you that's going to come up, man. I'm telling you that's going to come up.
He probably thinks he's going to come in and do it better because, he wants to be better.
I'm telling you,
well, he's got 80 million Instagram followers in his mind, so,
I can already hear some
barbershop
Colin Cowherd. Like, I'll tell you what Michael Jordan didn't need. Michael Jordan did not need to team up with Anthony Davis. Michael Jordan did not need D Wade or Chris Bosh. Michael Jordan did not need a sinister AI that will kidnap his son for him to flex his Instagram clout. Michael Jordan didn't even need Instagram, LeBron. I can already hear the hot takes from pundits.
But that's what's his name? That's Skip Bayless. That's not Colin Cowherd loves LeBron.
Yeah.
Skip hates him. That's definitely Skip Bayless is going to roast LeBron after this is over. He roasts him every day, but this is going to be I haven't watched him and Shannon go off in a while, but after this movie comes out, I'm just going to tune in and just enjoy myself.
I would pay money. I would pay money to have Stephen A. Smith just look at his face while he reads this description and just starts fuming and pouting about what's wrong with sports these days.
Yes.
Man, that is a rough script. All right, what do you have, Jamie?
When does it come out, Jesse?
I don't know if I think the release date's kind of been in flex. I'll have to look. I'll find out.
They're teasing it now. They're releasing little, visuals from the movie. So it's it's that kind of year-long ramp up to a highly anticipated movie.
Okay, well, I have time to watch the first one before the second one comes out.
Well,
Stop it, Jamie.
Watch the first half. Okay, guys, we talked about movies today, and guess what? Netflix, which everyone here has Netflix, right?
Yes. Show.
Cameron, you're the only one that doesn't have Hulu, right?
Right. I have all the others.
Does
Peacock,
anyone share
Disney,
their Netflix
Apple.
password with anyone?
I do.
I used to,
Several
but then we
people.
broke up.
Oh, gosh. Jared, do you share yours with anyone?
I decline to comment as I don't want to incriminate myself.
Cameron, who changed the password?
I did. Because I was the dumpy, and I'm like, whoa. 2 weeks later, I'm seeing your icon up there still. Wait a second. And I just, and then I got a text. Hey,
you did get a text. That's a brave text.
That's a brave text. Yo, I know we're not dating anymore, but I'm trying to watch this Office real quick.
Listen, I got like 3 episodes of Ozark. I just want to catch up. Can you? Yeah.
That was kind of the vibe.
Cameron's like,
nah, we're
Cameron's
good.
like, I don't remember watching.
I was like, they got free trials of 7 days. Don't cost you. You can get those 3 out of it.
I don't remember watching Dream Home Makeover. This couple looks delightful, but I never watched this show.
You know what it was? Honestly, anime or something weird that I would never watch was showing up on my thing, and my algorithm was getting all wonky. And I was like, oh, forget this. Yeah. And so I just,
changed that password.
Yeah.
Well, Netflix, they've known for years everyone's sharing passwords, but they're cracking down, you guys. They are now going to start cracking down, and now you're going to get a message pops up. It started on some of the beta versions that says, if you don't live with the owner of this account, you need your own account to keep watching. Then if you keep watching, you have to verify some information that they're going to send you via email. So now you can't share. Well, I mean, here's the truth, guys. We can all get around this, right? Because my mom and I share passwords for things. And so all I have to do is be like, Mom, I got an email. I need to give you the password again. But they're trying to crack down on this, especially, those, no ex-girlfriend or boyfriend wants to call someone and ask for the new password like Cameron has been through. But they're cracking down. And so you're not going to be able to share the password as much anymore.
I was wondering, I remember a couple years ago, like they were aware that everybody was doing this, right? But Netflix was kind of like, we know it's going on, and officially it's not okay, but it's okay. Because they
we're
wanted
fine.
like wide adoption.
Yeah.
Can I ask you guys an etiquette question? Like when you go to Airbnb or a hotel room that has Netflix hooked up, right? And the previous guest has left themselves logged in. Okay. Relogging into Netflix, like typing out the whole email on like a remote where you're like, okay, now I'm going to scroll, click. It's like, okay, this is logging in is going to be a 4 or 5 minute operation, or I can just jump in. I think I'll go with Dad's account on this stranger, this guest. They all have whimsical icons. I will say this. Even if I decide not to watch something and just relog out and go through the whole rigmarole of trying to remember my password and all that stuff, sometimes I peek. I'm like, look, maybe he's got really good taste. Maybe they got really good taste. I just am curious at what the previous guest was watching. Maybe they were into a series I don't know about. Do you guys ever do that at Airbnbs or hotel rooms?
You just reminded me that I'm still logged in my YouTube TV account on my last Airbnb. Thank you.
Well, I guarantee you someone's in there right now. We're like, oh, Derek Minor, didn't he just win a Grammy? I want to see what he's been watching on YouTube.
It makes me feel like I'm spying on someone, and that makes me feel uncomfortable and nervous. Like I'm going to see something that I can't unsee.
It makes me feel uncomfortable and nervous, but not nervous. My curiosity gets the best. I'm like, this person really loves weird real estate shows that take place in Southern California.
That really makes y'all uncomfortable because I must be a savage because I feel zero way about it.
So Derek, you check into Airbnb, you turn on the TV, and you're like, man, I just need to fire something up. You turn it on. Someone else's account logged in. Do you just start watching?
Yes, like it's my own account. Shouldn't have stayed logged in, bro. Like it's like, hey, this Netflix is for everybody.
Yeah.
So,
Cameron,
when you check into a hotel.
I'm not gonna like browse around to snoop their stuff. I'm just gonna
start
watch
watching
my
I'm just gonna watch what I want to watch. Yeah, I don't really care what they're doing. I'm just trying to.
Although if it's a whole bunch of weird stuff, now I'm aware that weird stuff might have happened here before I got here.
That's a whole other thing.
I've been blessed not to have no weird.
But now it's making me think like I got to log out of my Netflix before I check out of this hotel because that feels
for
weird.
sure.
But that's why I don't like logging in the first place because like I know myself, I know I'm gonna forget.
Yeah.
And I know I'm gonna come home and I'll be like, I don't remember watching this. What? So I didn't get more than 20 minutes into The Irishman before I determined it incredibly boring. Who is this person? I think I would just feel like just violated.
Watching 20 minutes of a movie.
Dude, you see The Irishman? Takes a little bit of time.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
A little time to get off the ground. Maybe they chopped it up a little. I don't know.
I love long mafia movies. Ugh, that's All right, what do you have, Derek?
All right, so y'all know I'm big into investing.
Yes.
Well, there's this is game-changing news. Morgan Stanley is the first major bank to allow people to invest in Bitcoin via a fund.
Oh, wow.
So they have a fund, and so not everyone can invest in it. I mean, first of all, the minimum criteria for the individual that wants to invest is you have to have $2 million worth of assets with Morgan Stanley. So this is not your average guy is going to be able to do this, right?
Yeah.
So $2 million in investments. And then also if you're a firm, you have to have like $5 million in investments with them. And you won't be able to invest over 2.5% of your net worth. But they're allowing you to invest in a fund. So you're not investing in Bitcoin. You're investing in a fund that has Bitcoin and probably other things to kind of balance out the volatility of Bitcoin. But yeah, it's Bitcoin isn't going anywhere, guys. It's about to get adopted majorly.
Then I need to figure it out because every time you talk about it, I feel like I'm listening to like Charlie Brown's teacher. I think just
put a little bit in and just forget about it. Put something in. This is not financial advice, so just letting y'all know.
You just win Grammys. You don't give out financial advice.
I don't know nothing about no finance. I'm just telling you my opinion.
I saw this take somewhere, and I know it's more nuanced than this, but like, the ultimate way to combat someone who's like worried about some new kind of legislation that has like, spending things that, someone might not like. You often hear like, the government, they can't just make money you can't make money out of thin air. You can't just assign value to something out of nothing. And it's like, well, it's kind of exactly what Bitcoin did. Like, they basically, they did, what they're selling isn't a commodity. It's anonymity and security, right? Like, but it's still, there's nothing backing it up other than an encrypted, a number in an encrypted ledger, I mean, that's really it. But I also think, it's interesting because I think this shows that this is sort of like the official stamp of, okay, cryptocurrencies are not going away. Like, I think it's been for a while now, advocates have kind of said, look, man, this is the future, but there's been a lot of skeptics. I think with the recent kind of, with NFTs, like we talked about a couple of weeks ago, with this news, with how, some of these are carrying so much value and legitimate companies are accepting them. There was a sports contract recently. I think it was an NFL contract.
I pulled that up because this is, to Derek's point, this is the future.
Yeah.
So in December, Seattle Seahawks offensive lineman Russell Okung, he's veteran, 11 years in the league. He was up for a new contract. I'm sorry, this is a year ago. And he tweeted out, he was negotiating his contract. He tweeted, "Pay me in Bitcoin." Well, he ended up negotiating that his 1-year deal, 50% of his contract be paid in cash and 50% be paid in Bitcoin. Wow. It was a $13 million deal, half Bitcoin, half cash. What's happened since then is, I'm sorry, this is not a year ago. This is 3.5 months ago. This is late December 2020. What's happened with Bitcoin's rise since then? The half that he took in Bitcoin now equals more than $12 million. So combined, it made him the highest paid player in the NFL this season.
Wow.
He took basically a veteran average salary.
Yeah.
Bitcoin turned him into the highest paid player in the NFL for this 1-year contract. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It's the future. All right. Well, that'll do it for Slices. Stay tuned. Up next, Cynthia Erivo joins us.
What do you want to show me? You wave in there and you walk so slowly. What do you want to show me? You wave in there and you walk so slowly. And when I see you,
You're listening to New Dad. The song is Slowly. Well, today's show is also brought to you by BetterHelp. 2020 was interesting, so let's do a mental health check-in. How are you, really? And what do you need right now? Therapy can help. Now, what is therapy exactly? It's whatever you want it to be. You can get some tools to help with motivation, depression, anxiety, battling your temper, stress, dealing with insecurity in relationships or at work, whatever you need. It's time to stop being ashamed of normal human struggles and start feeling better because you deserve to be happy. BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy, and you can start communicating with your therapist in under 48 hours. Join the millions of people who are seeing what therapy is really about. See if it's for you, because you are your greatest asset. And right now, Relevant Podcast listeners can get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/relevant. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/relevant. Well, Cynthia Erivo is an award-winning actress, singer, and songwriter. She starred in shows and films like Chaos Walking, Harriet, Widows, The Outsider, and many more. Now she stars as Aretha Franklin on the NatGeo show Genius, Aretha, which will debut on March 21st on NatGeo and Hulu. Cynthia sat down with us to tell us about the show and playing such an iconic role as Aretha Franklin. Here's our conversation with Cynthia Erivo.
I'm writing a new song. It's gonna hit you hard. I thought you were my man. It'll get under your skin, right down to the bone. But it's gonna be a whole new vibe that brings people together. I'm just a link in your chain.
Well, you only got 3 chords?
I will make them sound like $1 million. Chain.
Okay, so you've seen Cynthia Erivo movies like Widows, Bad Times at the El Royale, and Harry, for which she got an Oscar nomination for Best Actress. Now she's playing Aretha Franklin in the upcoming season of NatGeo's anthology series Genius. I asked Cynthia about the pressure she might feel about this. We all know who Aretha is. Many of us have a very clear picture of what sort of person she was. This isn't a situation where she's introducing people to a new character or even a little known character. It's one where people feel very knowledgeable and even protective about their idea of Aretha Franklin. I wanted to know if that's difficult for her as a performer.
I guess there is a pressure to get it right, but the fact is you don't have any control over what right is, because everyone has an idea of what this person is, and there are millions and billions of people in the world who have an idea of who Aretha is and who she should be and what she should look like and how she should sound. And many of whom who've never met her and don't know anything, and so are learning for the first time. And so you have to trust that you've done the research, you've done the work, you have a great team around you. Your director's got your back. The writer who's writing it has your back. Your hair and makeup has your back. Costume has your back, to be able to really tell a full story. That I made sure that I was armed with incredible people who were ready to go on the journey with me. And my main job was to try and tell the story as fully as I possibly could. So that meant that I wanted to learn about the music. I wanted to learn about the skills that she had, the way she would use a song, the way she would feed an emotion or a feeling or an experience through a piece of music, the way she would sing a song and the different tricks that she would use to express, or the different trills, or the different riffs, the different breaths that she would take, because those things all add up to who she was, and the way she understood music and the way she used her life to speak to it. I relish all of those things. So I don't run away because there's a nervousness. I run towards, because that's how I think. If there's a touch of like, there's like a thrill, am I frightened? Am I nervous? That for me tells me that I care enough to want to do it. And so that's why I was leaning into doing this the most.
Over the course of our conversation, Cynthia talked a lot about the research that she did for this role, and I was curious about what that looked like. I wondered what she learned as she did this research, and this is where we got into some of Aretha's roots in gospel music. Aretha grew up singing in her dad's church in Memphis. She traveled with him, playing the piano and singing while he preached, and part of Cynthia's research was learning about how the key to Aretha finding success was blending the church music she'd grown up with the popular music of the day. I'll let her explain more.
Yeah, I didn't know a couple of things. I didn't know that it took us such a long time to find her sound, because when I was around, when I was fully, finally able to understand the music and started to recognize Aretha's voice and the music she was making, I didn't realize that it had taken her almost 10, 20 years to find her sound, to bed it in and start her career as we know her now. I didn't realize that she was singing jazz. I think she has a whole album that is just like jazz standards almost, and that wasn't working. And then that she had to go back, find the root of her music, which was in gospel, bring that to the forefront and put on what she was wonderful at doing, which was expressing emotion, whether it be a love song or a song about dance, whatever, and combining it with her beginnings to create the sound that we know and love her for now. I just didn't know. And I didn't know how hard she had to fight to be given the proper credit as the producer and the writer on some of the albums. I didn't know that she had to fight for that as much as she did. I also didn't know about the relationship she had with Dr. Martin Luther King. I didn't know that she had such huge input in the civil rights movement. I had no idea until much later. So learning all of these things, such a varied, storied, full life that she led, all whilst raising 3 children. I didn't know all of that. Yeah.
In recognition of all you've done, the people of the world hereby crown you Queen of Soul.
Make sure the world only sees the Aretha Franklin you want them to.
You're gonna remember her name, Aretha.
She's too young to go out there.
Finally, I wanted to know more about Cynthia's own reflections on Aretha Franklin. It's kind of staggering when you think about it. This country has produced so many singers, many of them very famous, but few as legendary as Aretha Franklin. There's a New Yorker piece by Amanda Petrusich that called her, quote, as immortal as can be, and I think that's a very accurate assessment. So since Cynthia has spent so much time getting into Aretha's head, I wanted to know why she thought that was. What is so special about Aretha Franklin?
Because she has this ability to shift through styles and times and still connect with the things that she's singing, still connect with the music she's making, which in turn means that she gets to connect with everybody who's listening. So someone who is, I don't know, the little girl in London whose favorite song is, I don't know, Ain't No Way or Think or Respect, now has a connection with someone whose favorite song is Knew You Were Waiting and The Freeway of Love, which are 2 very different styles, but somehow she has this ability to connect through music because her catalog is so vast, but she still managed to find her space in all of these different styles and still managed to make it stay very true to her. I think that is the reason why Aretha, like, that's a very special thing to be able to do, to be able to go through all these styles without really ever having to sacrifice herself as a person and as an artist. That's a special thing. Yeah.
That was Cynthia Erivo. Make sure to check out Genius Aretha, starting March 21st on NatGeo and Hulu. Stay tuned. Up next, it's the Relevant Culture Quiz 2.
This week on Relevant Recommends, we take a look at Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It's the new Disney Plus show from Marvel Studios. We'll talk about why this show in particular is set up to deconstruct some important legacies, both within the MCU itself and right here in our own real country, particularly when it comes to issues of race. Also, we'll take a look at other movies, music, and books you need to be aware of, including, yes, Justin Bieber. You can check it all out at relevantmagazine.com.
You're listening to The Fur. The song is Julie. Well, today's episode is brought to you by podcast creation platform Anchor. If you haven't heard about Anchor yet, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. First of all, it's free. There are custom tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will then distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and every major platform. The cool thing is you can also make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Okay, it is time for the Relevant Culture Quiz 2, Electric Boogaloo, Pandemic Edition. Tyler Huckabee is back. Play the jingle, Clark.
Relevant Culture Quiz.
All right, we need to welcome to the show our listener contestant from last week, Ben Stroup. Ben, I think you have a better audio connection this week. Is that correct?
I hope so.
Also, I want to publicly apologize to you, Ben, because last week I was trying to compliment you that you looked like cool and to hang out with. Like, you look like a relaxed dude, like good time. And I contrasted it with my impression from your Twitter avatar, and I used the adjective that you looked uptight. And you know what? I was wrong. You didn't look uptight. You looked very professional. You looked very pleasant. But you did not look uptight. And I'm sorry I said that. But you're a great guy. We're glad you're back. We didn't get
apology accepted.
Thank you. We didn't.
Hey, bro. You got to get some merch out of it or something. Bro. you can't just go down like that, Ben. I'm trying to put you in the game, bro.
Claire, let's send them a relevant quote. Okay, Ben, where are you joining us from? We didn't get to know you last week.
Kentucky.
What do you do there?
I'm a pastor.
You're a pastor?
Yes, sir.
The main one or a second tier one?
I guess the main one, I think. I mean, I'm the one that preaches every week, so.
Wow.
Ben, you should have cooked him on the pulpit, bro. What are you doing? Bro, Ben, we gotta talk, man. I gotta show you how to do this thing, man. Do you not follow me on Instagram? Do you not see how I move, dog?
I'll try to learn more.
So we wanted Ben to come back on and Tyler to come back on because I told Tyler right after we recorded last week, and I was reading the game that Tyler wrote, but I was reading the questions. I was like, Tyler, man, they roasted you so hard. That was a 0-0 after about 20 minutes. You know?
I listened to it. I listened, and
worst questions ever.
It was hurtful.
How long did it take you to write those questions?
That's a 20-minute.
It took us 40 minutes to read the questions. What are you talking?
It's like you were getting a doctorate degree.
Tyler, you're too smart, bro.
I didn't know let's how do I put this nicely? The level, the competence that I was dealing with when I wrote these. So I'm back with a dumber quiz, I guess.
One day there's gonna be like a hit Netflix miniseries about like an orphan who listened to that and was just like a prodigy at like the hardest game ever. And it's gonna be like her mind's gonna be like Queen's Gambit, just thinking 8 moves ahead in the trivia. Well, if the question started about this, it's gonna go here. Check. Mate, the answer is arcade fire. That's the answer, ladies and gentlemen.
Tyler, I was telling Tyler that it was the content y'all were roasting or didn't connect, and he was saying, I don't know, it might have been the delivery as well. Okay. We're going to remove all variables.
Yeah, that's right.
And today Tyler is going to bring his own questions. I'm just going to be the scorekeeper. So
who are my teams? Who am I working with here?
So the teams are the same teams as last week. It was Jamie and Derek versus Ben and Jesse.
Run it bike.
Golden Eagles.
The Golden Eagles versus
the Texasians.
Texasians. That's right.
Expect a miracle, no less.
That's right. By the way, Cameron knows I'm expecting a big time miracle on Friday when this comes out.
We're not endorsing any of this. But legalized sports betting happened in Virginia. And so Jesse and I have been talking about this. And Jesse sent me a screenshot that before they announced the brackets, he put a bet for ORU to make the Final Four. And if that happened, the payout is going to be like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for just a few.
Expect a miracle, baby. Expect a miracle.
So I laughed at him when he sent me the screenshot and he typed back all caps, expect a miracle.
Let's get it.
I put my money where my mouth is.
Hey, let's get it. Hey, Jesse, I'm with you, bro. ORU.
I'm claiming my territory right now, man.
Oh my gosh.
I speak that what is not Ben, help me out. You're a preacher.
Oh man.
I haven't read Prayer of Jabez in a long time. So
all right. Take it away, Tyler. Question 1.
All right, who's question 1 going to? Ref to
Golden Eagles.
Golden Eagles, you're up. Okay, here we go. This is a true or false question. True or false? With last year's NBA championship victory, the Los Angeles Lakers have tied the all-time record for most championships. True or false?
I think that's false. I think Boston still holds it. What do you think?
I think you're right. I think it's still Boston.
I think if that was the case, they would have made more of the Boston-LA rivalry during that championship. I'm not 100%, but I feel good about that.
I'm with you. LeBron's the GOAT, so I mean, we'll just keep it going. And
So final answer, false.
Final answer, false.
Yeah.
false.
The answer is true, guys. Come on, it's true. That is a true thing. I threw a basketball. I threw NBA. I threw sports in there.
I knew it.
I'm shocked that Tyler Huckabee brought a basketball question, but for the listener, remember, this is the pandemic edition. So this is from March last year to March this year.
Yes.
All the things that happened, the Lakers did win a championship. I get it.
It was a fair question. I'm just disappointed in myself and frankly, Ben.
I'm trying to bring it to my audience, and still, I overestimated you.
I was busy studying early 2000s SNL underwriting characters and didn't have time to think about NBA. So.
Yeah, and former members of bands like the Talking Heads. I figured that was more going to be the lane. Yeah.
All right, Jamie and Derek.
What up?
This is multiple choice. When Tom Hanks and his wife Rita Wilson contracted COVID-19, we were reassured that they would be okay by Hank's son, a rapper who goes by what name? Is it A, Baby Gumps, B, Chet Hayes, C, Captain Illips, or D, Bomb Hanks?
It's
Bomb
Chet.
Hanks.
It's Chet.
Oh,
Chet.
It's Chet.
That is correct. It's Chet Hayes. They're on the board. On the board.
Although I do like Baby Gumps.
Hey, Tyler, how about you give us one with one real answer and hilarious jokes than that?
Baby Gumps.
Yeah.
Bomb Hanks.
Hey, Baby Gumps is kind of fly. I ain't gonna even lie.
Captain Illips is my new rap name. So
I rock with the Captain Illips.
All right, guys, you're up again.
Right.
According to newly minted Grammy winner Megan Thee Stallion, she's a savage, blank, blank, blank.
I'm not allowed to say any of those words.
That's just a reason they're blanked out.
None of these are explicit. These are all safe for the years.
She's a savage. Dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun.
I think my Megan Thee Stallion.
Did you go on TikTok in the last year?
I think it ends at like Hot Girl Summer. I don't. Ben, help me out, man. What are the kids at your youth group? What do you when you need to confiscate some rogue iPhone because a bunch of Zoomers are doing a little dance routine outside of the Sunday school room? What do you think, man?
I can hear the song.
You're purposely embarrassing us, Tyler. Just give us the answer. Quit dragging it out. We get the point.
Does anybody else know? Does anybody else know?
One of them. Ratchet.
Huh?
Classy,
Ratchet.
bougie,
Savage,
ratchet.
Classy,
Ratchet, yeah.
bougie, ratchet. Okay.
Congratulations, Tyler. You outed me and Ben as
Regular white guys.
I can tell you the name of Jason Sudeikis' dog.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't watch creepily suggestive TikTok videos.
Hey, Ben tithing just went up about 5% though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he doesn't know. Yeah.
Congregation has heard my rap takes from the stage, so they're used to it.
All right, here we go. Okay, Taylor Swift's double album return garnered indie music nerds for its high-profile collaborations with what two beloved artists? A, The National and Bon Iver.
Isn't fair.
B, No Doubt and Hootie and the Blowfish. C, Daft Punk and Phoenix. Or D, Yo-Yo Ma and Enya.
I'm gonna keep it gangster. I ain't heard. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say white people got to answer.
You don't
this.
know?
Yeah.
I'm going with A.
All right.
Jamie's correct. You got it again.
All right, there we go. White people, let's get it.
Two for two for them. 2-0 going into the third round.
It's
2-0.
fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Just don't worry about it.
Believe in a miracle.
Expect a miracle, Tyler. Anyone can believe. If you live in expectation, that's your problem. Anyone can believe. Okay, I can believe whatever I want. Do you expect it, brother?
That's
Shondo. Shit about a Honda.
Were you literally willing to bet on it, Tyler? I cast my lot quite literally on this one, buddy.
When I saw the payout of what he was going to get for his little tiny few dollar bet, I was like, I need to jump in on this. But I thought it was to win a game.
No.
I thought it was like he bet that or you would win a game.
No.
And then I saw go to the Final Four. I was like,
to Orio's credit, I did bet on that, but I don't even make my money back if they win in the first round. I don't even get my bet back for that. Yeah.
Got a multiple choice. multiple choice for Ben and Jesse here. Okay, you guys ready for this?
Do it.
What is the full title of Sacha Baron Cohen's Borat sequel? Is it A, Borat 2, Return to Borat Manor, B, Borat subsequent movie film, C, Borat Begins, or D, Borat 2, The Legend of Curly's Gold?
I'm almost certain it's B. Yeah, B, Tyler.
You're on the board. Yeah, that's right.
All right. 2-1.
This is good. All right. Back to Jamie and Derek. Nathan Apotica of Idaho, better known as TikTok user 420dogface208, became a viral sensation for listening to Fleetwood Mac's Dreams while doing what?
Skateboarding and drinking grape juice.
No!
Cranberry
juice.
I knew it was Welch's. Sorry.
It was actually cran raspberry juice. So I was gonna let him have it. But I'll leave it to that's up to Cameron.
All right, let me think. He got half.
Oh yeah,
he got confident.
Was he longboarding?
And he said the grape juice detail. I'm gonna go half. I'm gonna go half point right there.
Yeah, give me a half point then. You know what I'm saying?
And he was longboarding, not skateboarding. That is true.
Oh man, I don't know nothing about all that.
I don't either.
All right, Jesse and Ben.
All right.
True or false? While the new Space Jam movie has cut Pepe Le Pew from the movie, the script did originally contain a scene in which LeBron James teaches the notoriously amorous skunk about the importance of consent.
Oh, come.
True or false? I read about the scene he's in then, and I think he is actually like slapped by an actress who he's, kind of being overly flirty with. I don't think it involves a conversation about consent.
I mean, there's this part of me, like LeBron would have grown up on the after school specials where they have everybody sit around in a circle and talk about it, but I'm going to trust you on this. So we'll go false. No, I told you, Jesse. I told you.
That was it didn't film. But
You
it was in the
forgot
original
this is
script.
a Holly Weird production.
Yeah.
This is a leftist liberal
Agenda.
production agenda.
Tyler,
So
I read
yes.
the plot of.
Do you want me to send you the proof? Do you want me? Do you want?
No, I believe you. I believe you. I believe you, but I have a hard time seeing.
After getting 0 points last week, do you want to tell me
We got a
about
point.
pop culture?
Tyler.
No, they did. They got a point. One at the end.
Tyler, critical to the plot of this film is kidnapping. Like, and influencer
I didn't
theft.
write the movie.
I just don't know if these are the people I want shaping the moral issues.
No argument there. I don't need the Looney Tunes teaching me. I
think consent is an important message, obviously, but I didn't know it would be. I didn't know it was part of the subplot of this film. Sorry.
All right, the score is currently 2.5 to 1. 2.5 to 1, and Texasians
are up. All right.
All right.
Where did Rudy Giuliani inadvertently host a press conference to contest the electoral results? Was it A, Hilton Auto Repair and Body Shop, B, Four Seasons Total Landscaping, C, Marriott Dry Cleaning and Tailoring, or D, La Quinta MMA and Self-Defense?
B, boy.
That's exactly right. Yeah, it is Four Seasons.
I bought one of the shirts in the Four Seasons Total Landscaping online shop.
I know they merch went crazy,
Yeah.
boy.
I got birthday. Well, my sister sent me one. I got one too. We can match.
It's so funny. All right, last round. It is currently 3.5 to 1. Interestingly, though, this is the lightning round where every question is worth 5 points.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
It's anybody's game.
Anybody's game.
Okay, so here we go. True or false? Although Beyonce became the most decorated singer in Grammy history last weekend, she has never won Album of the Year.
I that's got to be false, right, Ben?
I feel like this is a setup though, because the whole time Huckabee's been just drilling us, and then he gives Derek and Jamie the easy questions. So this could be a trap.
What's your gut telling you? What is your? Just go with your instinct. Take your mind out of this one. Go with your gut, Ben.
I mean, certainly the Queen has won, right?
That's right. Let's go false.
All right. Yeah,
false. Our
we're
gut's
gonna
not
lose.
always wrong.
We're
And
gonna
how
lose.
don't do it, Tyler. It's false, isn't it?
It's actually true. It is correct. She has never won Album of the Year.
You know what? We don't even need to do the final question
'Cause we won.
because
That's
the
a wrap.
Texasians just won it 3.5 to 1. I'm really embarrassed to be a fellow OU grad with you, Jesse, right now. That was a terrible performance.
Now I'm getting nervous about some of the bets that I made because I was expecting a miracle in that game too.
Ben, I want to say that it seems like on a few of those, you actually were on the money, and then Jesse pulled you back from the ledge.
He did.
I think
That's
it
what I'm
would
saying.
have
It wasn't the
been. I think it would have
team.
been different. I think it would have been different.
You know, he's the star point guard. I'm just the man down low, just trying to get a rebound and pass it back to him. So
Jesse's a dear friend, and you seem like a nice guy, Ben. You really do. But,
bro.
Listen, Ben. Sometimes,
this is on us.
Sometimes when you come in and you fire away like I do, week after week, you gotta have a heat check every once in a while. That's what this is. It's a little heat check. I need to go cool down, stretch it out. I'll be back up, hydrated. You know,
you in the D League this week, bro.
I know.
Or the G League. I'm sorry.
Look at it. Just injury rehabilitation. This ain't about my performance.
You playing for the Ohio Buckwicks or whatever
Never lose the confidence, though. You can't ever. You miss 20 shots in a row. You got to hit that next
Keep
one with
going.
the same confidence.
Hey,
Yeah.
I would like to say that Derek and I won, and so
Yes,
we
you
need to
did.
also
Great work.
Yeah,
Hey.
great work.
Teamwork on there.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, that was a good one. Good job, Tyler. I think you did redeem yourself.
I don't think I needed to redeem. I think I was the missing ingredient last week.
Nah, bro. Yeah. Oh, I don't know what happened, but bro, them questions, they was bootylicious, bro.
I felt like these were a little bit more straightforward. Like just
funny that Derek would say that.
That's why you see what I'm saying? I'm a rapper. You feel me? That's what I do. That's what I do.
All right, well, that'll do it for.
Relevant culture quiz.
Thanks, Ben. It was fun having you on, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thanks,
Ben.
Bye,
Good to see you,
guys.
man.
Later, Ben.
Pastor Ben, guys.
Bishop Ben Stroup.
The Reverend.
Well, also thanks to Cynthia Erivo for joining us. Make sure to check out Genius Aretha. It's on NatGeo and Hulu this week. You can also follow her on Instagram at Cynthia Erivo, ERIVO. Hey, make sure to check out the new issue of Relevant. The March-April issue just released a couple weeks ago. And you can read the cover story with our faves, Johnny Swim. We also have comedian Nate Bargatze, Hillsong United's Taya, Lakeith Stanfield, think piece on climate change, gender equity in the church, Rachel Denhollander's work to address sexual abuse in the church. There is so much amazing content. Check it out. And the cool thing is this, the March digital issue is available for free and ad-free because of our presenting sponsor, UHSM Health. Go check them out. Thank you to UHSM for sponsoring the March issue of Relevant. Also, while you're at the site, make sure to check out every Friday our new series, Relevant Recommends, of our favorite picks of the week. And sign up for the Deeper Walk newsletter, our daily devotional. It's a daily devotional podcast, as well as a daily devotional that can get sent into your inbox every day. And we also have another newsletter called Relevant Daily, where it's our top 5 trending articles, just the best of the best, sent to you every morning. Make sure to check that out as well. Sign up at relevantmagazine.com. And we got a lot going on and a lot cooking this year. Can't wait to tell you guys all about what's in store. On that note, we'll wrap it up. I'm Cameron Strang.
I'm Jesse Carey.
I'm Jamie Ivey.
I'm Derek Miner.
I'm Tyler Huckabee.
We'll see you guys next Friday. Have a great week, everyone.
Thanks for listening to the Relevant Podcast. Check out our features, interviews, and news updates every day at relevantmagazine.com. And make sure to follow Relevant on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for the latest. For more great podcasts, browse the shows on the Relevant Podcast Network, which you can find at our site. And while you're there, don't miss the all-new era of Relevant Magazine. A new issue releases every other month at relevantmagazine.com.
Dude, he replaced his mailbox with a bowling pin.
Relevant Podcast Network.
Time is precious, and so are our pets. so time with our pets is extra precious. That's why we started Dutch. Dutch provides 24/7 access to licensed vets with unlimited virtual visits and follow-ups for up to 5 pets. You can message a vet at any time and schedule a video visit the same day. Our vets can even prescribe medication for many ailments, and shipping is always free. With Dutch, you'll get more time with your pets and year-round peace of mind when it comes to their vet care. Go to Dutch.com to get vet care that is always there for just $92 a year.